Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tangerine Quarantine YouTube channel. I'm Emma and today I'm going to be showing you how to draw your family tree. A really fun thing about learning about your family tree is that you can find out that you're related to somebody which you never knew you were related to. Like with my family tree, I'm related to Charles Darwin, who created the theory of evolution, and I'm also related to King Richard III somehow, very distantly, but I am related to them somehow. And you can find weird and wonderful things just like that if you ask your parents or grandparents or whoever in your family may know something, and just see how far back you can trace it, because it's very interesting the more you find. To start your family tree, start with yourself. So I wrote me in the middle of the bottom of the page. So on this bottom line, you need people who would be in the same generation as you. So a generation would be siblings of yours and then your cousins. And then the next generation would be your parents and your aunts and uncles. The next generation would be your grandparents. And the next generation would be your great-grandparents. So to start this family tree, you want to start with your close family, who are your parents and you and your siblings. So I've said in this family tree that there is me and that I have a brother and a sister. So you write these names next to your name, and then you draw lines up from each name and connect them together with this line. This then shows that they are siblings. Then you draw a line straight up and then across to show that you have your parents next, and then there's a double line in between anybody who is married. So I put this in between my parents, my aunt, my uncle, and then also with grandparents and great-grandparents. You now want to go on and draw one side of your family at a time. So I started with my dad's side of the family. On my dad's side of the family, I have said that he has one sister and one brother, who would be my aunt and my uncle. So I've then said that my auntie is married and that my uncle is married. And then I've shown by drawing lines down from them and connecting them to then draw another line down to spread out to show that I have two cousins from this aunt and I have two cousins from this uncle. Then you would go on to join your dad and his siblings together to then go up to his parents. So I've represented it with GM for grandmother and GD for granddad. And then I've gone up from my grandmother to show her parents, so my great-granddad and my great-grandmother. Then gone up from my granddad to show his parents, who are also my great-grandmother and my great-granddad. Now for my mum's side. So as an example, I've said that my mum has one sister. So I've drawn lines up from my mum across and down to where I want to have my auntie. So then from my auntie, I've said that she is married, so I've drawn lines down from them to then connect them, to draw another line down to then show that I have two cousins from that one aunt. Then I've done the same thing which I did on my dad's side, where I joined my mum and her sibling or siblings and then have connected them up towards their parents, who are also again represented as GD and GM. And then you repeat the same thing where you show your grandparents' parents. Now with this you could go into a lot more detail with a family tree, however you will not fit that on one piece of paper. So if you decide that you want to go into detail of your grandparents' siblings on both sides, you'll need to extend your piece of paper outwards both ways. I hope you enjoyed learning how to draw your family tree, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos.